overhyped or reality? Are the Lakers truly unstoppable, or was this just a win against a team that wasn't at its best? James Worthy absolutely lost his mind after the Lakers' victory over the Jazz, claiming they are unguardable. But does this reaction make sense? Or is this just another case of the media overhyping the Lakers? Check out what he said. Movie camera.
The Sportsnet Lakers brought to you by Arrowhead Mountain Spring Water. I'm Allie Clifton, joined by the Hall of Famer, Big Game James Worthy, Byron Scott, Mike Bresnahan, Peter and Mike Trudell handling things downtown.
Just be stretching, Brad. Just be stretching, you know what I mean?
I'm telling y'all, there's nothing like working alongside the Hall of Famer, Big Game James. And look, on a night where the Lakers won their 6th straight, guys, they've won 10 of their last 11. Very little could probably feel bigger or better right now. But the Lakers do have something that does. Obviously, Luka Doncic makes his Laker debut. First game since signing with the Lakers just over a week ago. There's plenty to get to in this wire-to-wire win, 132-113 over the Jazz. But we start with the big story. Number 77 in a Laker uniform, Big Game. Obviously, last played Christmas Day, so in limited minutes. Luka, 23 minutes, 14, 5 rebounds, 4 assists. You were down there at the arena. Just quantify the atmosphere and also your initial reactions.
Yeah. Fortunately, Geet and I were fortunate enough to be down there tonight. And, it was, I don't want to compare to any other night, but I remember Kobe's, the game he hit 60. Mm-hmm. Byron was there, and all the celebrities and everybody who didn't travel all around the world, but walking into the arena, you could just feel something different. People had their 77s, and once you got in there, it was just very, strong feeling of anticipation of him even coming on the floor. And then when we were doing our broadcast, he came out, and it was just this big roar. And so I think people are really excited about what, we have. It's just not a trade where we're going to have a player for 2-3 years. This is possibly 10, 12 years. And, to go along with what we already had going, trending in the right direction, it's just, we have 2 Magic Johnsons on the floor now, with he and LeBron. So, but every time he touched the ball, every time he took a warm-up shot and hit one, people were just going crazy. So, yeah, we haven't had this since Magic, since Kareem, since, LeBron, Kobe. It's one of those type of feelings.
Mm. Yeah, I think, like Clever said, the anticipation of him just putting that Laker uniform on and coming out provides that hope of, that championship caliber players here, somebody to build around in the future. And Braz and I talked, before the game started about, this trade being good for both teams. Dallas, they want to win now. And we got the player in Luka, who's a megastar at 25 years old, who can have this uniform on for the next 10 years. Yeah. And you got something to build around. So in LA, you see so much excitement because of the fact that you have you have one of the top 3-4 players in the NBA on your team at 25 years old, to go along with a 40-year-old who's playing at a very high level, and the rest of the group that is playing extremely well, Austin Reeves, Rui, all those guys are playing really good. And you could even see it with the players. Just his arrival, it's the excitement that the players are even having, thinking about playing alongside of Luka and LeBron. It just brings that added motivation for these guys to go out and play well, play together. But I think it really just brings excitement back to Los Angeles.
Great calls. I wish I was there. We kept lamenting on the pregame show. You and Geeter got to go down there. 3 of us holding down court here in El Segundo. All right, fine.
We did great.
We did great.
We did. I know you want to be there live.
We're just a little envious, James. We're envious.
You want to be there live, but we did great.
Always complaining about being in crypto. Always complaining about being there.
And I love how you're like, all right, Geeter, let's go get some food. Yeah. All right. But I mean, I think Luka met the moment. Okay, it's going to be hard for him to jump right in. Hasn't played in 47 days, James. That's a long time off. I like how they rested him the entire fourth quarter. Lakers up 25 going into it. And he played 24 minutes. I believe that's exactly what you predicted pregame, Byron, that he was going to play 24 minutes. Not sure if there's an official minutes restriction. I'm guessing there is. We haven't heard anything, specific numbers yet, but I thought he and LeBron played perfectly together, Allie. There was one great play where Luka got the rebound, found LeBron all the way down at the end of the court. That's another thing to look for. Both these guys like to take the defensive rebound and immediately look down court, like they're Mahomes. Oops. Jalen Hurts.
Said last game. There you go. There you go.
That hurts. Well played. I think, too, you point out the celebrities, the energy, et cetera, that we always see, right, down at Crypto.com Arena. But I thought it was very special to see a Mav lifer in Dirk Nowitzki. Obviously, he said he had to be here. The Mavs are playing tonight. He said, but he had to be here. He was excited for this fresh new start for Luka Doncic. So I just think that respect says so much about Luka. Before we get on to more of the show, let's go back downtown. Jackson Hayes is with Mike Trudell.
All right, so Jackson Hayes, the first two plays of the game, both alley-oop dunks, one from LeBron, one from Luka. That looked like fun.
Definitely very fun. With those type of guys, if I force overs, my man has to help off them, and it's just going to look good from there. They both can pass the ball amazingly, and if I force my man to step up, it's going to be good.
Yeah, look, rolling to the rim and going up to catch dunks, it's something you've done probably for your whole basketball life, but to think about having two of the best passers in NBA history, how do you kind of wrap your head around that as you go forward into the rest of the season?
Shoot, just excited and just trying to keep building that chemistry with Luka and keep building it with LeBron. What we've been building the past year and a half.
Look, you guys are playing really good basketball as a team. Where have you seen the connectivity grow? Now, of course, you add Luka to it, but where have you seen that grow for all the guys that have been playing here?
Definitely on the defensive end. It always starts on the defensive end. Whenever you lose somebody like AD, all defensive team, first team, potential defensive player of the year, you got to fill a bunch of holes and you got to step up. And so, I feel like everyone just stepped up on the defensive end to try to pick up for his slack since he's gone now. So that's really where.
And then, Jax, are there any specific things that you can think of, even from tonight, about learning Luka, his tendencies, what he likes, and kind of how they compare and are different from guys like LeBron?
Yeah, definitely still working on that chemistry and just getting used to playing with him. He's a great player. He plays at his own speed, obviously, so I got to get used to that. But, yeah, it was just fun out there.
All right, keep having fun. Appreciate it, Jax.
Appreciate you.
Let's give a little love to Jackson Hayes, who was perfect from the floor, 12 points, 6 of 6. Big game, you said it. He was one of the players of the game. He was definitely a recipient of Luka Doncic on the floor.
Having LeBron on your team, and most recently, Austin Reeves being a great playmaker as well. But a guy like Hayes, your eyes just light up when you have a guy like Luka who could find you anywhere on the court from any place that he is, whether it's a 3-foot pass or one of those, slingshot 40-footers. So, yeah, it's got to be nice playing with him on the floor.
Yeah, he brings so much excitement. He plays extremely hard. We know that. He has to understand now, being in this new role as a starter right now, that he has to be a little bit smarter. Can't play with reckless abandon like he was able to play when AD was here, because there's a little bit more responsibility for him on the defensive end. But offensively, he understands right now, if I rim run, if I set good picks, I'm going to get lobs all single day. And he'll mess around from this point on and probably have about 70, 85% field goal percentage because he's taking nothing but layups and dunks, and offensive rebounds. So he's got to love where he is right now and the way he's playing, because of the fact that he can really, really excel in this offense with those two playmakers, along with Austin, being able to get him the ball for easy opportunities.
What a weird few days for Jackson Hayes. Okay, the Lakers make another big move 4 days ago, whatever it was, 5 days ago.
Right.
I lost track. And all of a sudden, here comes Mark Williams, a double-double beast, James, a killer in the paint. Well, obviously, that trade's been rescinded for now, we think. And Jackson Hayes has to change up his mindset yet again from, okay, I'm a starter, to, okay, here comes Mark Williams, probably coming off the bench, to back in the starting lineup. I thought he looked great tonight. He's going to be one of the many players that Luka is going to help elevate. Just having Luka and LeBron out there at the same time, I loved how...
So, what do you think? Is this legit or completely absurd? Is this excitement justified, or is it just another attempt by the media to boost the Lakers? Drop your thoughts in the comments. And if you enjoyed the video, you know what to do. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you don't miss any NBA updates. Hoops on fire.